Hi Sagittarius, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Saggies, in today's reading, I'm going to give you one card from the Denise Lynn Oracle card, going to give you one from the Josephine Wall Whispers of Love Oracle cards, and then do your reading and then clarify it. So let us get started on your reading. Also wanted to mention that I do have a Facebook group. It's called Tarot with Joanna. So if you would like to join me in that group, I'd really appreciate it. I also do lives every Wednesday with a friend of mine. So you can ask a question and then receive an answer if you're interested. All right. So Sagittarius, let's get your reading going. So take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Saggies, Saggies, for their highest good spirit. Sagittarius, one card for Saggies. All right. So you did receive love who you are. You are the divine, delightful, and deserving of wonderful things life has to offer. Wow, that's beautiful. Love who you are. You are divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. Definitely, certainly, you are. You know, never think that you're not. You know, you're an authentic human. You yourself are different from everybody else. So really, really love yourself. Love who you are. Okay, that's beautiful. I love that. Beautiful graphics on that card. You also have crossing bridges. It's time for healing, to connect, to mend, and to release. Wow. So I feel like you're definitely going through a healing. I feel like, you know, things are going to get better. I feel like you're releasing a lot. I feel like there is a healing that you're going through, and you're definitely releasing all these emotions that you've had from the past, from everything that's been going on in your life. So, wow. All right, Saggies. So take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Saggies. Saggies. All right. One for the current. One, okay, for the situation. One for the past or now. One for what's hidden. Wow. One for the hopes and fears. One for the what you need to do now. What you need to work on. Oh. And the outcome. Wow, very interesting. And for the end of the tarot card, the tarot deck, you did get the Two of Wands. You're definitely making some kind of plans. I feel like also to you also need to let other people help you also, but you need to have patience for everything that's going on in your life. Okay, I know it's hard to say and do, but you really need to just really have patience. You do have you have the Empress and then you have the Emperor up here. That's nice. Very nice. You're very good. You know, you know how to handle things, Saggies. You have the Empress here. I feel like you could have a lot of ideas. There's also a pregnancy here. I feel like there's abundance here also. Wow, that's nice. You have the Ten of Cups here for the situation. Ten of Cups is talking about that you just want happiness. You want to be loved and be happy, you know, be in joyful times. Wow. Wow, I guess that's why that card came out, or this one. Wow, you are going through a healing though. I do feel like you're going to get what you want. You have the Hermit card here. The Hermit is saying that, you know, really go within. Take the time to meditate. Take the time to clear your mind. Take the time to find the answers that you're seeking, okay? Because you yourself are your own teacher. You yourself know how to do things like that, and you're always finding a way to teach yourself, to trust yourself, to work on yourself. Okay, and they're asking you to do that. You have the Ace of Pentacles here for the what's hidden. I feel like there's financial opportunities coming in. A new beginning is here. I feel like you're going to have a lot of creative ideas also. Abundance is here also. Nice. You have the Knight of Pentacles down here for the hopes and fears, and I feel like you need to really have your patience, okay? I know that you want things to come in very quickly, and you know we all do. But the thing is that it's in divine timing, and you really need to just find your patience, okay? Really find your patience in everything, you know. Stop trying to control things or take any shortcuts, or, you know, really just let everything come in on its own. You do have the Emperor here for what you need to do now, and I feel like you need to step back into your power. I feel like you're trying to do your own thing. I feel like you're wanting to do your own thing, or you're trying to do your own thing. Something about that. We'll see when we get the other cards. But really be the leader that you are. You know, you have the Two of Pentacles here for what you need to work on. The Two of Pentacles is talking about, you know, you need to start taking it easy because you're trying to juggle everything all at once. You know, maybe you're going to school, or maybe you're working and then being at home and then doing this and taking care of the family and taking people to their appointments and doing things, you know. But I feel like you're doing everything, and you really need to start taking it easy, okay? I feel like also too that you're making some kind of decision. You do have the Judgment card here, and the Judgment is for the outcome. The Judgment is saying that, you know, you're not no longer take the person that you used to be. You know, you've been going through this judgment. You know, you're going different. You're doing different things with different and going in different directions now. You're not doing them the same like you used to. You used to do it differently. Now you're doing a whole turnaround. Like, you're not the same person. You know, you're not. It's almost as if, you know, you don't want the same things to come through anymore. You just want something different. Very nice. All right, so Saggies, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Saggy Spirit for their highest good. And remember that to really have patience for everything, okay? Why is the Empress here? Okay, so also I feel like you really need to okay, so you do have the Ten of Wands here also with the Empress. I feel like you really need to start taking care of yourself also. You know, the Empress, she brings abundance, she brings creativity, she has ideas, she has plans, she knows what she's doing. She brings a lot of things, you know. But I also see that she has a lot of ideas within her, you know, but sometimes there are times when you don't, like, you're not really thinking like that, you know, and you really need to clear your mind, really, so you could bring out these ideas that you have, you know, because I do feel like there is some kind of abundance here. I also feel like with the Ten of Wands that you carry a lot on your shoulders. You know, you're trying to do everything for everybody, and it does show here in this reading. You know, you're taking everybody's problems, you're trying to do everything for everybody, and you really need to slow it down. You start taking it easy, you know, set boundaries for yourself, you know, especially for the people that, you know, seem to take advantage of you. Really start setting boundaries for yourself, okay? Like, no means no. It's okay to say no. There are times when you don't say no, Saggies, and you need to start saying that, okay? Because I still feel like you're very overwhelmed with a lot. You know, you're trying to do a lot, juggling everything all at once. You know, your school, your home, your family, your work, your kids, your significant other, you know, celebrating holidays, everything, but you're just very exhausted. I feel like you need to start taking it easy. I do feel like you need to start making decisions on how you're going to need to simplify your life a lot more, okay? Because you need to. You have the Ten of Cups here. And why is the Ten of Cups? One more card. Wow, look at that. So, you know, all you want is this happiness. And I truly believe that we all do. You know, we all want this happiness. You know, you want to spend time with your loved ones and be happy, you know. You don't want to go through all this chaos, you know. But the situation, it's in the situation play. So, you know, really be grateful for even the smallest things that you have accomplished. You know, I want you to know that, you know, you're very accomplished in everything that you've done. You know, I feel like you need to be content with what you have, and to appreciate things more, to be grateful for everything. Also feel like you, and I feel like a lot of you guys are. I feel like you are grateful. I feel like you do have that gratitude, but I feel like some of you guys don't. Like you don't really realize how good you have it. Because you do have a lot. A lot of people don't have the situation that you have. Even though you may think, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that, but yet you really have gratitude because you could be in a whole different way. I also feel like you're accomplishing everything you set out to do. I feel like you are definitely moving towards this happiness, but you just need to rest. Gosh, you're going like 100 miles a minute, and you really need to take it easy. Start taking it easy, okay? Really try to take it easy. And that means like really rest, really go for a walk, really do your appointments, really do what you need to do to feel better, okay? Because you really need to rest. Slow down. You have the Hermit card here. The Hermit is talking about really going within and clearing your mind, okay? Because it's cluttered. You have a lot on your mind. You want so much, Saggies. You really do. But, you need to take time for yourself. It's like self-care, self-love. Love you. Like the card said here, love who you are. You're the divine, the delight, and deserving of wonderful things that this life has to offer. Live in the moment. Live in the moment. Stop, taking more than you should. If that makes any sense. Really start doing for yourself. Really go within. Clear your mind. You have the Ace of Pentacles here. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here for the what's hidden? One more card. Wow. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. There's definitely a new fresh start here that's coming in that you're not even seeing. There's going to be financial opportunities coming towards you, and I also feel like you're gonna have a lot of ideas. But there's a lot of things that you're going through right now. You could be going through a spiritual journey also, like really trying to find your self purpose or your life purpose here. I also feel like there are times that you're just very you just want to walk away from all the drama that's been going on in your life, and you will, because not only do you have the Eight of Cups, which you see her leaving. She's leaving. This person is leaving, whether they're male or female, they're leaving. They're not going back anymore because they've had enough. It's like I'd rather go up these mountains than go down in the water, because I'm feeling way too much, and that's you, okay? Not only do you have this, because a lot of you guys are also going on a spiritual journey, like trying to find your true purpose in this life, is what I feel. Not only do you have that card in the same position, but you have this card, and that's the Six of Swords. If you clearly look in this at this card, you see this person. She has just taken herself, and she's taken whatever it is that's on the side. It looks like a cat. I want to say a cat. Oh no, it's a little boy. Oops, am I sorry? She's taking the little boy, whether it's her son or not. She's just like leaving. She doesn't want him to go through all this nonsense, all this darkness. She wants to go to the light, and that's exactly what she's doing. And she's willing to go without anything, and that's you. And you're willing to do that also. You're willing to give up all this, the prosperity. You're willing to give up the abundance if you have to. You just want to have a peaceful life. And that's what I feel that you are definitely going to be leaving something behind. Better times are here, and things are going to get better for you, Saggies. You have the Knight of Pentacles down here for the fears, the hopes and fears. One more card. Wow. Nice. Wow. Wow. Not only are you leaving something, but you want this new direction, which you are going to go on. This is nice. Look at that. You have the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups. Okay, so, good things are coming, but just have patience, you guys. Have patience. Okay, I know you want it all. You've been working hard. Yes, you have. Rest. Take care of yourself and have patience, because it's going to come in. It will come in. It's like it's very strong that you're walking away from the negativity, but you're going into this new path. So it's there. Just have patience for it. Okay. feel like you're going to have a lot of ideas. Could also be meeting somebody new. Feel like you're just going to have compassion and forgiveness for everything that you've been going through, no matter what. Okay, no matter the circumstances, just always keep that in your heart, because you need it. Okay, really know that you are definitely going through a healing, but right now there's so many things that you're feeling, that you're seeing, that you need to take time to rest. And that's just a given. You just need to take time to rest. You have the Emperor card here in what you need to do now. And why is the Emperor here? Armor card. Wow, that's nice. You're going to take back your power back. I know that you are, because this is a card of taking your power back. The Emperor. He is ready for anything. He doesn't take any BS. He's going forward. The emperor, he's strong-willed. He knows how to make decisions. He knows how to do things. That's you. you know, definitely moving forward. But before you move forward, you're going to decide what you want to do next. Where you're going to be headed to, what your next move is what you're doing. If you look at her, she's like, okay, I got this money, so where am I going to go? What am I going to do with it? I've got all my cards down on the table, so what do I do? And that's you. Okay, so just know that. You have the 4 wands here. The 4 wands says you're definitely moving forward. There's celebration here. There's happiness. So it's good. This is very nice. There could also be a proposal or some kind of wedding. I feel like it's coming close. So I feel like it's going to be very soon. I feel like there could be a proposal or some kind of marriage here also. Nice. Very nice. Moving forward. That is good for you, Saggies. You have the 2 of Pentacles here. One more card. Wow. So, excuse me. You have the 2 of Pentacles. You start off with this card, and you are juggling everything, but there are decisions that you're trying to contemplate because you do have that 7 of Pentacles here. That 2 of Pentacles is trying to tell you, okay, stop juggling everything, take some rest, and clear your mind because you're going to have to make this decision, okay? Take off that blindfold and really see things for what they are, because at times you do feel like you're stuck. You do feel like you can't move forward. And there are sometimes where you just don't want to deal with anything, but you need to, okay? You really need to. And that's why they're saying go within. So really take that time to go within. Things are going to start moving very fast. There's going to be unexpected messages that you didn't even think were going to come in. There's going to be sudden changes because you are definitely leaving a lot of things. So be ready, because you thought you were in a roller coaster before. You're going to be on a roller coaster now, because things are going to shift very fast. But you're moving towards the right direction because things are falling into place for you. So it's good. Very nice. You're definitely moving forward. Then you have the Judgment card here. And why is it one more card? Wow, that's nice. Very nice. All right. So, Saggies, so with this Judgment card here, you start, you're not the same person you used to be anymore. You have really seen the truth on everything. You can look at people and you can see right through them, because you know who is the BS and who's not. That's how much clarity you have, because you've changed. You're not blind anymore. That's why they're saying, you've taken off that blindfold. Take it off now to see everything that's going on in your life, okay? Because you have changed. This is a judgment that you're going through, a chance to start over, a chance to do things differently, and you certainly are going to. But it comes down to you taking care of yourself. Start taking care of yourself. Start nurturing you, not your everybody else. Everybody else can wait. You need to start taking care of yourself. I don't know how many times I've said this in the reading, that you need to take care of yourself, because we only have one life. Nobody's going to live it. Nobody's going to do it. It's just you. And the people that rely on you, they need you. Even if you're a mother, if you're taking care of kids, an elderly parent, whatever, sisters, brothers, whatever, take care of yourself, because what's going to happen to them if you're not there. But you need to start taking that time. You need to start taking that, to draw that line where you're going to use you're going to take care of yourself. You're going to use your intuition. You're going to follow your heart on things. Okay? Really do that. And then I feel like with the 3 of Cups here, I feel like you have a lot of support from your friends and family. Even if you feel like you don't, you do. Okay, and I feel like there's also celebration here for some of you guys. I feel like there's going to be happy times coming through. I feel it up here too. So there is going to be some kind of like party, you know, kind of thing. All right, so that is very nice. All right, so Saggies, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. God bless.